In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to respond to an assignment. There are a number of different assignments, so we've given it as an example. So it's going to take us a few moments just to go through all of those. So in the previous tutorial, we looked at how to find where our assignments are and how to keep ourselves organized. And now we're looking at the actual assignments themselves. We're going to start with the earliest due date, which is the acrostic poem. And in the details, the teacher has asked us to write an acrostic poem about a starry night. I've now taken a photograph of my work, and I have that as a photograph, and I'm going to now add it as an attached file. So I'm going over to the side, I'm going to add or create, and in this case I'm going to add the file. And in here I'm going to select the file from my device, and I've got a picture of my file. I'm going to select open, and then I'm going to allow it to upload. If you might take a few moments under broadband or your internet speeds, and then select upload. And now that I've got that completed, I can then wait for that to add in. If I have any other documents I require, I can wait and upload those, and then I'm going to select hand in and then hand in. So we've completed our work. The teacher's asked us to write it on the page, take a photograph of it, take an image of it, and then I have now added that in. If I have made a mistake, I could unsubmit it and redo my work and then resubmit it in the same way that I've showed you. I'm going back to my to-do list. I'm going to look this time at geography, and the geography teacher has asked us to create a Google document. And in this case, we're going to add or create. And in this case, I'm going to add a new doc. So I'm adding a new document. And once it has created that for me, I could start working on that document. So I could click on it. And once I've clicked on that, it's got my name already for the teacher. And the teacher's asked us to put photographs and images within my Word document. And once that's completed, I can then simply X out of that and it will update for me. I can also select from here to the turn in section. So I've got my work completed on the screen. I've got my images, I've got my title, and I can select turn in. I'm just going to go back quickly. I could also hand it in at this point if I've got more than one document that I want to add in at a time. So maybe I've got a document plus a couple of videos that I want to add in. So I've got my Google Doc finished. I can select turn in here. Or I could wait and I could hand it in at this point also. And hand in. So that's looking at adding a Google Doc. That we've now added an image in my English class, going back to my to-do list. In this case, my history teacher has asked me for my answer that I might give, and we could add an answer and hit hand in, and it's as easy as that. It was one question. There might be more questions to ask, and you'll see then how many people have answered the right one. That may not be the right answer to all historians out there. It is me just playing around with this as an example. And then for our maths class, the maths teacher has asked us to click on a document. It's got the questions here for us, and we're going to write those down, but then it's asked us to complete it in a Google quiz. Now, it's saying here also it's going to be a separate tutorial which we'll look at, so feel free to pause this video and go and look at that. But it's asked us to submit our answers in a Google quiz, which you see here. So I'm going to select my Google quiz at this point, and I'm going to give my answers to each of the questions, whatever it might be. The little star beside an answer is telling me what I need to do. And I can put in some sort of answer within each one of these. Last couple. And then I hit submit. And once I've hit submit, you'll also then be able to open the assignment tool. and I could submit my work and mark it as done within this area. And that's how to complete a range of different assignments for your class. So in this case, we're going to go back to my to-do list, and we're now going to look at my done. We did a BODMAS, we did as a Google quiz. We did our history as a multiple choice. We did an acrostic poem. We wrote it out on a piece of paper, took a photograph of it, attached it as a file, and then submitted it. And our geography was watching a video, reading a PDF document, and then adding text and images about rocks around the Antrim coastline in a Google Doc, and then turning it in and handing it in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.